Okay, I know people think, oh, he wrapped the last of his hives. He must be done for the year. Well, done wrapping the hives, done with that part of the bees. Now I'm switching gears into something else. So, got this portion of the upstairs of the barn cleaned back. They're bringing in more hay on Tuesday, 2 days from now. That's got to come up through a hole right here. That hole there, those boards come off and the elevator comes up through there. So, yeah, snow comes in the end of the barn. Anyway, this area here is gonna get a load of bee equipment. As soon as the weather's decent enough, I'm not going out in the snow to do that. Anyway, this is all hay and some straw. What I'm doing today is I'm nailing a board along that outside. We built a new wall on that outside. This whole roof lifted up last year, and we've rebuilt the wall, fastened the roof down with big screws. Anyway, but there's 2 feet along the edge there that's wide open, just letting all the heat come up from where the sheep are. So I'm gonna strap along this wall here, and I'm gonna put pieces of plywood out to that to cover that. Then we'll cover this with straw for insulation. Got to cover up this too. That's the stairs or the ladder my daughter used to come up to do hay. And now she doesn't have to anymore because I built her stairs because I was afraid she was going to hurt herself. And with 3 little babies, I don't want to babysit every day. You know, I've done that. Been there, done that. Have that t-shirt and all that stuff. Raised her and her brothers and sisters, so she's raising a bunch of brothers and sisters. She's doing the same thing we did. Anyway, we like to be here for the grandkid part of it because they can always send them home, right? Anyway, we're closing this in, insulating it, or closing it in with plywood, insulating it just by throwing a bit of straw on top. And even though they're bringing in a couple more 100 more bales of hay, I'm still going to get a spot here to keep some bee boxes instead of out in the snow or down in Burke's Falls. So not too good for me down there. But anyway, this is when I shift gears and it's snowing and it's cold and it's nasty. I get to come up here into their barn, and we've turned this half into storage and built a wall there, put steel on it, built another wall on this side and put steel on it. These girls are on the cold side, so they're getting moved today. Well, there's 3 girls and a male. The brown Chocolate is the male. That's his name, Chocolate, because he's brown. Anyway, I've been working away. Here's a room that's insulated and it's got a 1,000-liter tote of water. And that's got like a heater inside of it. So it stays thawed out, see? Pretty cool. -12 last night, and watch this. Nice, eh? Anyway, that's because all these girls are out over here, keeping it warm, right? But I got to put a door on this, so I have a door there on that side. Now I got to build a door in over here. I haven't quite got around to it yet, and as you can see, it's warm enough to keep that big tank thawed out with just a little 500 watt heater in the inside. Anyway, got to put the other door on this end. And this is where I was upstairs. Got all my nailer and stuff here. This is where I was talking about that area that's wide open to upstairs, like as you can see, snow in the corner there. And so all the way across here I got a strap 2x2 right just below that 2x6 right there, all the way along there, and then I can run the plywood out onto it. So we built this wall, most of it. That little back far corner there we didn't rebuild, probably should have. It's on a bit more of a slant than anything else. Anyways, I put in 2 sliding doors. Then what we do is we go along and we put the 2x8 pressure treat along the bottom, and a piece of plywood. I did that over there, just that one piece, but it's supposed to look like that. Anyway, the 2x8 at the bottom is because the shit's going to be against it. It's going to be rotting out and stuff. And then plywood above that. We're not going to do this center section this year. We're going to do it probably next year, just because it's sort of out of time sort of thing. So this one here we did the same. 2x8 across the bottom, plywood on top of that. And then we can shove the walls full of whatever. Wood shavings, sheep wool, insulation, whatever. We got proper bag of insulation there for that wall, because that wall's a pretty normal wall. Anyway, today I'm in here getting that end ready to close in and cleaning this up. So there's an area here, and I just built this feeder. This feeder is built in a way the mothers can be in here and the babies can be in here, and underneath there the babies can hide, so that mums don't trample them or lay on them or whatever. The babies just go up in under there. But anyways, for now we're going to use this as a ram pen. So probably go from there just over to the feeder and attach, and then that'll be an area for the 2 rams. For a short period, they're still in with a girl. We're trying to get this one bred. We're not sure. We won't find out for a few more days if she's bred or not. Anyways, to make that pen there, I've made these months ago, which are just a movable panel. You go put them against the wall, screw it against the wall, and then put the other one against it and screw them together. So that's a really quick pen. Right? Sorry, I'm waving my friggin' camera around. That's a really quick pen to throw together to put the boys in. That's going to be this guy. I think for now, this guy, Chocolate, and one of these 2 girls will go in there. Or maybe both of them, whatever my daughter decides. And this girl over here, who has been tried to be bred, I think about 4 times now, is coming over here, going in with Ross. This is Ross. He's the older ram. He's a year older than the other one. So she's coming over to go in with this guy. And then all these girls are going across there with the other girls. Anyways, this one here, that's mine and Heather's. This one here. And then Roscoe's ours. And over here, we have Mary right here. Cute little Mary. She's short and fat. And she's this year's, her last spring's lamb. So, see how cute her face is though? You got a cute face, Mary. Compared to the one beside her. Well, actually that one's a young one too. This is an older girl. I don't know. Just about like a cow, but smaller. And then these 2 cute ones. That one, yucky. These 2 cute ones. Anyways, there's another young one over there. Another young one over there. Anyways, that's what I'm up to. I'm just switch gears from beekeeper to sheep barn fixer dude. Anyway, these are what we call the OG girls. These were the first girls to be here in Ross. And then they bought 10 ewes over here, and we put the babies in from last year. These are called the Bromby mob because they're a bit wild. They don't all let you pet them, right? So like, you can reach out. Some of them do. This is a baby from last year. She does. This is a baby from last year. She does. And then this one, see what happens? They're just nervous. Oh, shaking her head. Anyways, won't bore you anymore with this, but that's what I'm doing instead of bees. Have a good one.